I hope you had a great day. I'm going to go over a couple of stocks. The first one is OXY. Occidental Petroleum Corporation ended the day at $56.15. It is up nearly 18%. The 52-week low, $21. The 52-week high, $56. Volume much higher than normal with 101 million shares traded when we typically see just 42 million shares traded, and you need volume in order for a stock to run, and that's exactly what it did. The market cap, $52 billion. It pays a dividend yield of 1.09%. Now, taking a look at the performance for the week, it is up nearly 45%. For the month, nearly 42%, but for the year, nearly a whopping 80%. This stock has been on fire. Under the technicals, it is considered a strong buy, and under the analyst rating, it's considered a buy. I pointed this stock out back in November when it was $29.70, but I pointed it out on the daily time frame. I'll show you that in just a moment because it gives you different buy and sell signals. Well, taking a look back in time, the stock hit resistance over here. And when a stock hits resistance, it tends to sell off. So it went down. And over here, it hit support. And what does it do? When it hits support, it tends to go up. It didn't go up that much, but it filled a gap that I'll show you on the daily time frame as well. Then it went down. It basically hit support again. And it went up, went sideways, went up, down, as it always does. And here we are today, all the way up here. So that is fantastic if you held it through this area, because if you purchased it down there, you would be up right now 86% instead of just the whopping 17% that it went up. So I'll take it any way I can get it, right? If you have a good run, you have a good run. You can't be mad about that. Now, I want to show you also on tipranks.com, the average analyst forecast was $46. We blew past that. The next target is $65. On Wall Street Zen, it was $38. The high now is $60. If you were to buy this stock at $57 and it goes to that target of, $60 right here, that would be a return of 5%. If it goes to the next target of $65, that is a return of another 14%. So not too shabby there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the RSI. It is now in the overbought zone where people tend to take their profits. So be very careful that people will be getting out of this stock because it's run up so much. Now the MACD has also crossed over to the upside, so this is going straight up, and the RSI as well. So it looks really good. Let's take a look at this on the daily time frame. I pointed this stock out at this point right here. The RSI was about, what was it? Roughly 40 or so. And obviously I can never time the bottom. I just happened to see it, wanted to let you know about it, that it was still going down, and to keep your eyes open on this stock. So what happened? It did go up a little bit. So it ran up to $31 from 29, and then it went down. It hit the support level down here. Again, what happens when a stock hits support? This is -2 standard deviations. Well, it ran all the way up, went down, and then up. So you want to pay attention to that. When a stock hits support, it tends to go up. Now, we're not going to know where it levels off. You just have to pay attention to that because it could have gone down here or here. This is -2 standard deviations. This is -3 standard deviations, and this is -4 standard deviations. Now, when the stock hit up here, this is 2 standard deviations, this is 3 standard deviations, this is 4 standard deviations, and it went all the way up here. And what happened? It started, like, this is where we are. So I think it's going to go down a little bit before it goes back up again. That's my prediction. Now, taking a look at the RSI again, shooting straight up, the MACD is shooting straight up. So it looks like it is going to continue to run for a little bit longer. Now, the next stock I want to show you is Klxe. Congratulations if you were in this trade today. It did even better than OXY. And thank you to Derek for pointing this stock out for me. He told me about this morning when it was just up about 3%, 3.5%. And at the end of today, it ran a whopping 21.75%. So congratulations again if you made some money off of this trade. Now, taking a look at this, I see a little pattern here and two patterns. This right here to me looks like it's a U-shaped pattern if you play patterns. This is basing down here, consolidating, barcoding, whatever you want to call it. I predict it might go like this. Let me know down below what you think. Do you think this is a U-shaped pattern right here that's developing? There was another pattern that I saw, and that was the M pattern right here. And then it fell down. And there, right here, it looks like a W to me as well, but not a strong W, so I wouldn't consider that one. But I really don't play patterns. What I do like to point out is a U-shaped pattern, though, and gap fills. I do like to play gap fills. Let me erase this because it looks like a hot mess. And I want to point out the stock when it debuted opened up at about $125, and look where we are today, $10.41. So this is a massive fall, but basically it hit resistance here. And what does the stock do when it tends to hit resistance? It fell apart. It hit this line, which is the median, the middle, whatever you want to call it. And this is either support or resistance depending upon where price is. And when price was up here, this was support. It hit support and then it bounced back up. And then the cycle repeated itself and then it fell apart here. And hopefully it is on its way back, but it could take a very long time to do so. On tipranks.com, the average analyst forecast was just $6 and we blew past that. So I'm sure they will be updating that very soon. And the last stock I want to go over is Rblx. I just want to point this out because it is oversold on the weekly time frame. The RSI is still selling off. This doesn't mean you should buy it. I just want to point this stock out. It's still going down. The MACD is still going down as well. But on tipranks.com, the average analyst forecast is $82.90. On Wall Street Zen, it's $89.60. It has gone down from January when I tracked it. This thing also fell hard as well. But if you were to buy the stock at $43 and it runs to $82, that would be a return of 92%. If the stock goes to $89, that is a return of about 109%. So that would be fantastic if we got back up to that level, and then if we hit, got back to the 52-week high of $141.60. It may take a very long time to do so. It may never do so. So you'll have to just make sure that this stock is something that you want to either trade or invest. So that does it for me. Here is a look at how the market ended. If there is a stock that you'd like me to check out, please comment below, and thank you so much for watching.